genuinely think these are the worst products I've ever bought, and I just want to make a review on them to warn everyone who might be watching this video. So these are the wear trousers from Intai Studio, and literally I can't even comprehend how bad these trousers are. And I think the brand in general has just got a very similar super oversized streetwear aesthetics. Obviously that is subjective. At times when you make something so ridiculous, it just got to be called out. Now, I'm not usually too critical with clothing because a lot of it is subjective. If I was to buy something and it doesn't really fit my aesthetics, then I probably just wouldn't make a video on them, because I think it's unfair to criticize something that just doesn't suit my style. But I actually wanted to try a pair of flared trousers, and I've been seeing a lot of advertisement online from Intai Studios, and a lot of content creators are actually endorsing this brand at the moment, so I thought I'd give it a try. The fit on these are just crazy bad. I just can't even comprehend it. So these are a size medium. Now, I will say it is Harvey Nichols' fault for not giving the correct waist measurement. If you check their website, it actually says these are a size 32. It just gave generic international measurements, which is definitely not Intai Studio's fault. But after I got these and realized how wide these are, I went onto the website and checked, and these are actually a size 38 inch, which is just absolutely crazy for a size medium. And even if you were to scale it down to size XXS, it's still a size 32 inch waist. If you've got anything smaller waist than that, then these are going to be impossible for you to wear. So realistically, I should have got a size XXS. I don't think you should be downsizing that much, because that's 3 sizes down from what is essentially, or at least I think, should be a kind of standard sizing. You know, I almost always buy medium or a large in menswear trousers. I think sizing down all the way to XXS, in me, is just a little bit too extreme. Now, the other problem that I've got with these trousers is these cost £250 and they are 100% polyester. Now, I know a few people have said that it shouldn't be too harsh on polyester. There are some great polyester based pieces out there. So for example, the Uniqlo C wide joggers, they actually feel fantastic and they are pretty good. But if I was to bring this closer to you, you can just hear the kind of rubberiness of this fabric. It's just really horrendous to touch, and it just doesn't feel nice at all. And then also for the stitching, for a pair of trousers that cost $250, you'd expect the stitching to be a lot better, but you can see the unevenness of it, and it's all like sticking out a little bit. Now on the underside of the trousers, it's got this polyester lining, which makes these pair of trousers feel like they are raincoats, and it just doesn't feel nice at all when you're wearing it. Now, I understand these are meant to be oversized baggy trousers, but there's actually a really big fundamental fault with the way they've constructed these. I'm going to assume the intention of how you wear these is that they've given you these drawstrings and you're meant to tighten it up like this. So you're kind of wearing these like judo or jiu-jitsu pants, which I've got plenty of. Now, the biggest problem with it is because it's got a smart waist opening, the clips, they just don't stay in place, because naturally they just want to crunch up and eventually they will just open up like this. Also, because these are a smart waistline, when you've got a drawstring that tightens it up like this, obviously with Uniqlo ones, you're not really tightening it up that much. It's just a little bit of a support for you. But with these, because you're tightening them up so much, it actually just doesn't look that good all the way around. And if I was to untuck this as well, unless you're wearing a really oversized shirt, the crunchiness of the waistline, it just ends up looking really weird from all angles. Now, there's also something else that I want to show you as well, because if we follow the intended design of these and that you're meant to tie in the drawstring, the problem is the button for the inside is actually covering up where the start of the drawstring is. So you can't even get it to tie up properly. It's just a fundamental flaw in the design. It just seems like they got a pattern for a regular pair of trousers and then just stuck on just some drawstring without even considering how they should be constructed together. So everything about this is just terrible, and there's no way I can justify anything about this pair of trousers that I can possibly recommend this to you, even if you want some clown trousers. Obviously, as I said at the start of the video, fit is subjective, and the fit of those trousers is definitely very unique. I think there is a balance between designing a fit with intention versus just terrible design. So for example, one of the videos I did recently is about Tim DeSaint's t-shirt, and a lot of people commented on the fit that it's quite wide, the sleeves are also quite long. Actually, when you look at the fundamentals of it, it does fit around the neck properly. The length of this is not too exaggerated where it's completely ridiculous for me to wear. And also just the general fit of this, it's not too bad. It's just got some exaggerated sleeves. And for me, that's okay. It's a different type of fit to your regular t-shirts, and he is trying to make something different. And that is completely fine. I don't think there should be anything wrong with that. Whether or not you like this fit is a completely different matter, but the fundamentals of how you make a t-shirt, I think is there. Should you buy, consider, or avoid Entire Studios? Well, I think it's pretty obvious. I think you should avoid this brand. The material is terrible. The fit is terrible, even if it's subjective. The construction of these also don't make sense based on how they want you to wear it. It just looks horrendous. And the only way I can justify anyone wanting to buy this is if you're just super into their look and you want to be uncomfortable all the time and always have to be pulling your trousers up, then you can consider this. But if that's the look you want to go for, then just buy something poorly made from Temu instead. Also, they're so expensive. These are 250 quid. If you check out their website, everything else is super expensive as well. I just don't think you should be buying anything from this brand. That's my terrible experience for the day. If you want to check out a video about a brand that I think you should purchase, then you can click on this video here, and hopefully I won't have any more avoid recommendations for you, but you never know. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.